sitting in my easy chair with my tree lit up behind me with all the pinky purple lights on it. I just thought I'd come in and say, hey, yo, kind of a check-in. Just, because I kind of miss you when I don't see you. But, for some reason, I don't know, I wonder if something is going on with my phone. Sometimes I cannot see the picture of shows that I have been going to for like years, or some other weird stuff happens. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's my phone or if it is something the tube is doing. Is it hacking? I don't know. If you guys have that problem with my channel, I really hope you tell me. It seems to be the smaller channels, people that I know. So I don't know. Are they trying to keep me from seeing your channel? It's already to the point where I have to seek out people that I know are on in order to find them. Once in a while I get a notice. It's really annoying. So I just want to know. And I'm just saying, if you are having trouble either seeing my show or seeing the notices for my show or having some kind of trouble with them, please let me know so that I'm not sitting around wondering, you know. I do have to say sometimes the chat freezes, and when I get it to move again, a whole bunch of chat has gone by, and that kind of sucks. So, yeah, unfortunately, YouTube is just the easiest one to get access to. Hi, Kenley Morris, Kiki. Hi. Oh, is this Kiki that I know? Or another Kiki? I'm groovy, pretty much. I'm just, I just got on for a few minutes in between shows I watch. I'm, just kind of musing over all of the things that have been going on. It seems like the news is going fast, fast, fast these days, and the days are really flying. We're in a Mercury retrograde right now, and of course that's when Mercury, oh pardon me, geez, it's too early to be yawning. That's when Mercury apparently goes backwards, but really it's just the way that things are set up. Mercury is really just appears to be doing that because of the track around the sun that it has. It's like racers going around a track. So keep going, we love you. Well, thank you. So, you know, basically I'm thinking some things might be due to Mercury retrograde. I keep getting messages like we're going to see a whole bunch of stuff that we never thought we'd see. And hi Sander G. Soriano. Hi. Yeah, I think we're going to see some stuff that we never thought we'd see. And I think it's coming right up. I think August is going to be strange because I keep telling you, this is a hold my beer year, right? And every single month has been just a little stranger than the last. Well, it's going to get weirder, I think. I could think we're just going to go stranger than that. Oh, well, thank you, Kinley. Kinley, right? Kiki. So, I think it's just going to get stranger. Time seems to be kind of warped. It doesn't seem to be going at the same rate it used to. But that's been happening for me for a while now. There'll be times when it seems like it goes very fast. Too bad and too powerful. Hello. How old am I? How old are you? How old are you? Oh, I'm 67. I don't mind. So, I don't mind telling you. Okay, 19. Cool. I'm not here for dating, though. So, I mean, so it doesn't matter to me as long as you're old enough to be listening to my show, I guess. I don't know. Because sometimes I say bad words. But, yeah, I keep thinking that we're going to, okay, all of this crap with the Epstein stuff. Epstein, whatever. Is that a distraction? I think so. I think a lot of this stuff is a distraction. I don't think, but it piques people's curiosity so much that they just got to have some kind of closure. They got to have some kind of answer. So, if I play Roblox, well, that would be lovely, but I don't have Roblox. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Off D. It's Captain Hook. It's Off D Hook. Yeah, aloha. Dr. Octavius was wanting me to play. I don't have Roblox, honey. I can't help you. Yes, I have a cat. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of his videos are on my channel if you go to my channel and look. Cowboy the Manx. He is a very special cat. He doesn't have a tail because he's a Manx cat. Yeah, I'll probably go live at some point. Well, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be awake to go live. I have stuff I got to do tomorrow. I may be tired. So, I try to come in when I can. I'm tired right now, but I'm resting in my easy chair. Enjoying just resting. Yeah, I might be able to come in a little bit tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, how I feel. Yeah, you know what? And I've been sleeping, though. I've been falling asleep, though, at the drop of a hat again. And that usually means I'm busy in the other realms. Well, at least you're not turd tonight. It's what my mom would say. It's better to be tired than be turd. Grandma had an accent. She did. And you had to get used to it. I'm going to turn the beat around here. Love to hear that gotcha. Turn it upside down. It was right out that window that I saw the craft. Right out that window that I saw. That was a flying saucer, folks. Wasn't really so saucer shaped though. Was actually, it looked more like a beetle. Hey, Witchy Moon. How are you doing, honey? Oi. Yeah, I keep sitting here thinking this was exactly where I was sitting, looking out this window. I wish I could see it again. Maybe I will see it again sometime. I just keep falling asleep. I'm trying to do something, and if I sit down or if I lie, sometimes I just gotta lie down. If I lie down and feel like I want to listen to something, I just fall asleep. It's just that easy. That happens to me. I'm pretty groovy otherwise. I'm getting over my fall. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm not having to grab the walls anymore. I'm a little better. I'm sure that I could be better even yet, but yeah, I mean, it hurts. My face hurts because I did a face plant and it hurts. Yeah. Well, it kind of sucks. But on the other hand, it's like it really forced me to take some time out and sleep. And I always feel kind of guilty when I take time out and just sleep. And I guess then something happens to you and you're kind of forced to take time out and just get some rest. So, and they keep doing it, I think, or I don't know if it's being done or if they're just letting it happen. But I didn't break anything, but it did make me sit down and do a lot more meditating. I suppose that's part of why they did it, or why they let it happen sometimes to us, is it kind of pulls us up short and makes us rest, makes us maybe take some more time to do our meditations. I mean, I hadn't been keeping up with that very well, so maybe I need to do more of that. I don't know. Maybe then I wouldn't have other things happen to make me do that. But seems like I just, like right now, I could fall asleep so easy. I could just fall asleep so easy. And then when I'm intending to go to sleep, then it isn't happening. I say, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. No, you're not. What do you mean? You're not gonna sleep. Nope. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I need to do some singing. I need to do some more singing soon. If I get on tomorrow, maybe I'll do some singing. Right now, I'm just kind of on to check in with you guys and see how you're doing. And, before hopefully we have Max Vision tonight. I could not see Max Vision earlier today, though. The screen was just black. I could see the chat, but I couldn't see Max Vision. So, he is. Well, shoot. Now, is he going to be Stuff's Too Heavy? Oh, Alexander is on with him. Oh, okay. Well, is Alexander doing numerology? So, I don't know what happened. I just wanted to see if you guys were able to see this. Because I think the energies are going to get weirder. Isn't that weird? Human antennas again. Cool. We see ya. Human antennas again. You know what? And I keep hearing that song, Aerials. Aerials in the sky. I stuck up for Alex. Oh, you did? What happened? Got chewed up and spit out? What? How so? Off D? Nina and no? What? Where? Where did this happen? At John's? What the heck? At John's place? Hey. Oh my goodness. That's not cool. Well, don't take it personal. What? Oh, Nina. Of course. Of course. You know what? There are so many TDS victims. And I'm sorry, but she is. Okay? She is a TDS victim. They can't help it. They've been programmed by the media, by the false media. They're TDS victims. They're sick. We have to look at them that way and say, hey, when they do that, gotta say, hey, get well. Get well, you gal. Hope you get well. And Trump just put out orders to release everything they had about it. He ordered Pam Bondi to, and he told the judges that he wants everything they had put out. So, Christians and Zionists, devils? No. And demons. What? Everybody's going nuts. Everybody's going nuck and futs, I guess. How does that work? That's awful. What about Muslims? They're the one whose Messiah married a 6-year-old girl and then consummated it when she was 9. You know, some Muslim gets up in my grill, they're going to have to answer some questions. Yeah, it's like, what about Nina? I don't know what to think. Like I said, she's got TDS. She's got a bad case of TDS like so many other people. What about Nina? It's one of the reasons that I never really go see her show. How can you be... You know, it's denial of reality. Denial of reality. If you're going to deny reality like that, I cannot. I'm not interested. Sorry. You know, and wish you well and everything, but a lot of times that's why I don't go to the daytime Max Vision stuff. Yeah. TDS victims deny reality. Reality is President Trump is one of the best presidents we ever had. That's just the reality. I'm sorry. He's getting more done than any president we've ever had. And if you don't like him, then that's got to be really galling you, you know? But that's your problem, not my problem. Hi, Mary Wins. Yeah, the whole thing is they're all so galled. So many people with TDS are galled right now because they're looking for anything, any possible way to make this bad because there's been so much good stuff happen. And hey, Tree Frog, and you know that ain't right. That just ain't right. Yeah. I go there in the daytime, and if they're on in the daytime, if John is on the daytime, and he's got that kind of shit going on, I'm just back out of there. I'm right back out. Hey, sexy sassy, how you doing, hon? We're backing you up, babe. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're gonna back you up. You're gonna be fine. That's just crazy shit, you know? I mean, why? We're talking a lot of mind control because somebody else, Squirrel Tribe, I happened to see a Squirrel Tribe video. She was talking about the Mandela effect. There were people in chat, I guess, in the comments. They've got the tags with the cornucopia on the on the Fruit of the Loom. Yeah. It's like that, you know? They're trying to make you doubt. I'll tell you. They're trying to make you doubt your own perceptions so that they can tell you the truth. So that they can convince you that what they tell you is the truth. Yeah. See, that's what I think is going on. I think they started this plan a long time ago. Like, for instance, I know damn well when I was a kid. I even remember what the reasoning was. Jiffy changed to Jif. Their reason was, and I remember my mom reading me the article. I remember my mom's voice reading me the article. She said that she was reading that the reason they changed it to Jif was because it sounded more modern. Jiffy sounded too old-fashioned. There were a lot of products that were changing their names around that time. So that is totally bullshit, okay? Now they're trying to say it never happened. Well, BS, okay? Hey, Crow. Yeah. How are you doing, Richard of the Many R's? Oh, well, they can tell you what he said. Yeah, see, that's why they want the old people gone. Well, somebody has TDS. Do I think he's a saint? No. Do I think he's a ped? No. Do I think he's a chomo? No, I do not. I have seen the way Biden acts with children. It's creepy. It's really creepy. The kitty sniffer, right? We know that's true. We've seen it. So then we've seen how Trump behaves with kids. He had a kid that really was a fan of his, and he had it up on the podium. Had the kid up on the podium with him, little boy. And when Trump hugged that kid and kissed him on the cheek, it was very wholesome and grandfatherly. There was nothing the least bit creepy about it. You did not get a creepy feeling at all, okay? That is just the way Granddad would hug a say, oh, what a cute kid, and just, not the creepy Biden kind of, oh, let me sniff this little girl's hair, and she looks like she's terrified. Oh, yeah, Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah. Hi, John. How you doing? Hi. Oh, we were just talking about crazy shit that's going on with our friends and stuff. Well, it was just, if you saw it, you'd probably say the same thing. It was just very, it wasn't creepy, okay? It wasn't creepy. And in the old days, it was actually pretty standard practice. They used to say, go out and shake hands and kiss babies. That was typical. I mean, very typical. It wasn't creepy. It wasn't done in a creepified way, ever. That didn't happen like that. But, yeah, he wasn't ever doing like the Biden thing, who was always standing by women and girls and terrifying them, actually. Some of the little girls that he did that to looked absolutely terrified. So, well, he had him, he was just a little guy. He was holding him on his arm, and he gave him a hug because the little guy was wanting to be like Trump, and he was so cute. He was adorable, and I would have trouble not giving him a hug, but not in a creepy way. Yeah. John, I subbed to your channel, and doggone it, I can't find you now. I subbed to your channel. Well, I didn't like him in the beginning. Then he became president. I got to know him a little bit. And I'm like, I got to see him a little bit. And I'm like, he's not that bad. As a matter of fact, he doesn't seem to be like they say he is. Matter of fact, what really tied it off was, C-19. When all that happened. When all that happened, and he actually told the truth. Now, see, me and my homeopathic friend, Paul, and all of my friends who were really on, knew what the real story was there, knew Trump was telling the truth. Hydroxychloroquine was the way to go. Hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. And there were other things. We saw them also twist the truth. And I said, you know what? They're gaslighting us. He's not as bad as they're saying. Do I think he's like the greatest guy ever? No, I didn't think he was the greatest president ever at that point. And he really, I don't think he was the greatest president ever at that point. It took a lot of doing to get him to where he is now. And I think all of that he went through has made him what we need right now. Because it made him very, very determined, and it let him in on what the rest of us go through. Yeah, I'm like, I subbed you, and now I cannot find your channel, John. Yeah, I like him now. I like him. I like him now. The more I hear him talk, the more I see what he does. He does to the best of his ability, he does what he says he's going to do. No president. Look, I'm 67. We haven't had. I can't remember the last time. Maybe Reagan. That we had anybody that actually did what they said they were going to do. And he's done it really quick. So I'm like, no, he's not a bad president. He's a good president. He's what we need right now to clean up this freaking mess that Joe left. Joe left us with a big freaking mess. Life in the fast lane, that's right. See, now when I hear that, though, every time I hear life in the fast lane, I hear, life in the fast lane, bound to make you lose your mind. I don't even know who did that. I can't remember. But yeah, I'll have to check that out if I can find you. I sub to your channel too. That's what really annoys me. You would think that because I sub to your channel, I could find your freaking channel. And I couldn't. I looked the other day. It's so weird. It's so weird. What YouTube does hides my friends from me. It really does. It hides my friends away from me, and I get mad about that. I do sometimes catch them on, and it's like a complete surprise. Oh my gosh, it's somebody I know having a live. Well, I've been having lives. What do you mean you've been having lives? I haven't seen any of them. They don't promote them. They don't promote some of these videos. So I'm like, well, geez. Yeah, the Eagles. That's right. Hi, Scotty. What, is somebody picking on Witchy? Whoever's picking on Witchy It's not smart to do that. Oh, okay. Is that what happened? Scotty, I'm going to spank you because you showed up. Now, see, when you don't show up, I can't spank you. I'm going to withhold it. No, no one picks on any of you. We don't allow that. No, no. Be nice to each other out there. You know what? I went on Psyche Awakens channel today just to chat a little, see what was going on. And all I heard for a good 20 minutes while I was sitting there listening, all I heard was people arguing over the top of each other. And cursing at each other. And I'm like, I don't want to hear this. I'm sorry. Love you, Psyche, but I don't want to hear this. Uh-huh. Yeah, how's Fatima? So, yeah, I'm like, what the heck? It's really, really weird, you know. I still think some of us are shadow banned. And I still think some of us are being messed with. I really think so. But anyway, about Trump, it's like, okay, nobody's going to be perfect. Let's face it. Nobody is going to be perfect. It will not happen. It will not happen. Where's Mr. No Tail? You know what? Last time I saw him, he was crashed out in front of the fan. Yeah, the Mercury retrograde is on right now. And it is going to make for some really... Some people are going to be just crappy. I'm sorry. They're not going to... It's going to be... And crabby. But, now here's the benefit of it at this point. Mercury stands for everything that the dark side, that the elites worship and adore, okay? You know, communication, money, etc., etc. And it going retrograde puts it in a very much more spiritual level. And the way that it was shown to me is, it was in a dream I had. It's when the planets, it's like they go into the dream time. It's like they're in the dream time. Now, in order to explain this to you, Witchy might know this. Witchy might know this. Maybe some of you others know this. There's Deosil and Widdershins that you would go around a circle. Deosil is like a sunward. I think I'm saying that right. I may not be saying it right. Widdershins is backwards, counterclockwise. Well, in both the Wiccan and the Native American traditions, going sunward means one thing, going Widdershin means the other. So when something is retrograde, this is really interesting. Supposedly, when you are in a circle, in a sacred circle, and you go counterclockwise, you are either going into dream time or you're going into the past. Okay? If you're going into the past, you go counterclockwise. Kind of like, you remember the first Superman movie, where they had him flying around the world the other way to turn time back. Kind of weird how sometimes fiction does that. Okay. Yes, thank you, Sexy sassy. Yeah, my room is like purple. Pink and purple and blue. Pinky purple. So, sort of magenta. It's a grow light, honey. It's a grow light. Here, I'll turn the camera around a minute. I'm just tired of being seen. Hi there. It's been really moderate here. Kind of warm, but kind of moderate for this time of year. It's been in the 70s. We finally got out of the 80s for a while. I thought I saw a little ghost cat around here somewhere. Maybe not. I thought maybe he was going to come in and say hi, but no. He has been sleeping his head off. Oh yeah, Scotty's a real big fan of pink portals. Yeah, I keep a grow light on it all the time. And so I get the wavelengths. Yeah, he's a big fan. Anyway, so, it's kind of interesting that we've got Mercury retrograde, okay? So the elites just worship everything that Mercury is, but it's like he's in dream time. Sleep, which is that place between sleeping and waking. That's what the shamans call dream time. Okay, so when that happens, it really F's them up, folks. Let me tell you, it F's them up. It really messes with them. So, if you are inclined, just watch what happens. I think this Mercury retrograde is going to really F a few people up. And it doesn't have to F you up if you know it's coming and you just kind of roll with it. Mercury retrograde can actually be good. It can be a good time. There's still going to be weird shit happening. There's no way to get around that. Things are not going to work like they normally work because we're in a different kind of energy. But I do have a video about Mercury retrograde. If you want to go look on my channel, I do have it. It explains the whole thing with Mercury retrograde. Please do go give it a look. But, yeah, I think we're going to see some very interesting things this time around. It's 3 weeks long, and I think we're going to see some weird stuff happen this time. I think it's going to get really strange. By the way, I have a few ideas for some new comedic segments on my show, or I might have it over at the... I'm going to see if I can get control of the Shamanic Oracle channel again. I have a few ideas. How would you guys like aggressive astrology? It's going to be humorous. That's probably what I'm going to call aggressive astrology. So, yes, I'm going to do some comedy stuff. I can't help it. I got this idea. Yeah, I will. Aggressive astrology. Oh, yeah, well, if you are born in Mercury retrograde, then stuff is finally going normal for you. and everybody else is getting screwed up. Hi, Elderberry. How you doing, honey? Headlock astrology. I should also do angry tarot. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Or aggressive tarot. Where you're reading the cards and you're saying, look, you idiot. The cards are saying, you've been a complete idiot over here. Look at this. And it's funny because that might be really funny if I do it right. I mean, funny bit because if I do aggressive tarot, it's like, look, the cards are saying you've been a complete dickwad. That's why this is happening. And if you don't quit it, there was or maybe bad palmistry, right? Somebody's holding out their hands and going, oh, yes, here's your lifeline. Oh, wait. You look really worried, like, oh. It's like a doctor going, oh. Yeah, it could be, it has potential. Because I was doing somebody's tarot recently, trying to help somebody out. And I felt like slapping them. It's your own damn fault. Sometimes you'll be doing astrology or tarot or trying to help somebody. And you're just like, oh God, I've told you about this a million times, but you haven't changed anything. And my job, I've got to be really nice to you. Try to aim you the right way, but don't make me bring that tower. Don't make me bring the tower card out on your ass, okay? Yeah. Because I mean, like, there's some people that, and tarot was driving me crazy for a while because there will be people that you'll run into that they will ask you the same thing. And we had this back when I was on the psychic fair circuit. There was one, and she was another tarot reader that used to drive us all completely nuts. Because she'd go around to every single one of us, ask to trade readings like we do. We often do. We want to know from somebody else's point of view what kind of shenanigans we're up to. And that's what happens at psychic fairs. It's so funny. I was on the psychic fair circuit for a few years. And what happens is when it gets kind of boring, everybody goes around and gets a reading from everybody else. Trades readings. So she would go around to every single person, always with the same question. Always we'd give her the same answers. All of us. She was just looking for a different answer. I'm sorry, honey, but if you want a different answer, you're going to have to ask different questions. Or do something different with your life. If you haven't done anything different in your life, your cards are going to be just pretty much, you know what they'll do? This is pretty typical for tarot cards. If you keep asking the same question over and over and over and over, they'll keep coming up with the same cards, just in maybe a different order, in different places. But they'll keep coming up with the same until it sort of reaches a breaking point. And after it reaches a certain point, then the cards will just start spitting out nonsense. Because they'll just give up. They'll just be like, okay, that's it. I give up. It is. It's like that. It's so funny. And this one, she'd get the same answer from everybody. And we talk. She asked you the same question? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get like into details, but she hasn't changed. No, she hasn't changed anything. Oh God. So, it wasn't just me. No, no. So yeah. So the tarot cards will finally get fed up with you. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you know what? There's someone told me that she got the tower card every single time for like 10 years. She got the tower card. And she's like, enough with the tower. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to do some work. If you keep getting that card, I had to do that. It's like, damn, I guess I haven't really handled that yet. There were some things I had to handle. And that's okay if you are. But, after a while, the cards just get fed up with you. They get fed up. What am I supposed to do about it? You know? Nine of Swords for years. Oh my goodness. Me too. Me too. Why do I have the Nine of Swords show up all the time? It wasn't the Tower for me. It was the Nine of Swords. Constantly. So I was dealing with my shadow for like years, trying to get to a point where that sucker wasn't going to show up. Mm-hmm. So, it's just it's sometimes I get so frustrated with tarot and astrology and everything else, but I mean really tarot. Um, Under certain circumstances. And I like the Indian medicine cards better. They're very practical. Oh, you get the hangman. Mm-hmm. Taro has a T on the end, by the way. Otherwise, you're talking about a plant used in Asian cooking for thickening things. Three of Pentacles. Oh, it's always a hangman. Taro and runes. Yeah, you know what? I have it in my cart, and when I have some money, I'm going to get, hopefully, if it doesn't sell out, I want to get a mold for making rune stones. A resin, so I can make resin stones. Mm-hmm. Well, taro is a thickener in Asian cooking. Taro root. Apparently, it's purple because there is such a thing to them as taro purple. Oh, to you guys, it's poi. Like fish, it's a fish. Kulolol. Kulolol. fine staple? You know, staples have a certain irony to them. Staples. Staples, aren't they kind of... Don't they hurt your teeth? I'm kidding. Oh, you've been making some runes. I've made runes before. And I've made rune stones with various stones. And then I also made something I called the stone taro. Rude ones. Oh, okay. Kulolo is like taro pudding. Okay. Yeah. It's a starchy thing. Taro with the T is cards. Not that I even really am aficionado on taro. I always had problems with taro. Runes. Runes. Richard of the R's. Many R's. Oh, the runes. Well, you could be Norse and say the runes. Runes. I have a bunch of taro decks, and I don't know why. I guess because I got them so cheap on Temu. And they were pretty. Jason Scott Lee has a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Who's Jason Scott Lee again? I know, it's probably somebody I should know. But my memory... Remember, I'm getting over a concussion. I'm a spacehead right now. Sometimes literally. David Scott Lee has a farm. E-I-E-I-O. That kind of works, you know? With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo there. Everywhere a moo-moo. Tarzan. Oh, okay. So, yeah, must be getting around time for John to come on. Is anybody see if he's gonna have class tonight, or is he just gonna go on with the nonsense? I'm sorry for calling it nonsense, but from what I'm hearing going on, it's... Come on. You just came on? Okay, well, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to see y'all over there. I love you all very much. Truth is where you find it. I hope you're always finding some here. Remember, you're special. You're special to me. You're so special. Bless your little hearts. Yeah, okay. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Or, well, I'll see you over there. And I'll try to come in tomorrow, but I don't know how tired I'll be. I might fall asleep. It's been happening a lot lately. Okay. Love you all. I'll see you.